It's been a battle between priorities. President Biden has been a vocal supporter for Ukraine and has been pushing Congress to act on more funding. Meanwhile, many in the GOP are eager to get border policy changes, so both sides presumably might be willing to cut a deal to get what they want. But so far, getting the details right has been a challenge.
I think next week we ought to be able to work out something, at least in the Senate.
President Biden expressing optimism on Friday that we could see an agreement soon, amid a split screen of global and domestic issues. Here at home, migrants continue to flock to the southern border, overwhelming border towns and major cities. And in Ukraine, conditions are growing desperate as U.S. funding starts to dry up. Biden saying on Friday that he's willing to give concessions on border policy changes, arguing it's the House Republicans that need to meet him halfway.
They have to choose whether they want to solve a problem or keep weaponizing the issue to score political points against the president. I'm ready to solve the problem, I really am. Massive changes, and I mean it sincerely.
Biden inviting top congressional leaders to the White House last week, where House Speaker Mike Johnson demanded significant changes on the border.
The House is ready to act, but the legislation has to solve the problem. We understand that there's concern about the safety, security, sovereignty of Ukraine, but the American people have those same concerns about our own domestic sovereignty.
Congress is set to return to Capitol Hill on Monday as negotiators continue to work towards a possible agreement. But the path forward is murky, especially in an election year, when campaigning sometimes takes precedent over legislating.
Speaking
on Friday, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky acknowledging the partisan moment, speaking directly to the former president.
Donald Trump, I invite you to Ukraine, to Kyiv. So if you can stop the war during 24 hours, I think it will be enough to come.
And the Pentagon also raising the alarm in recent days, a spokesperson saying late last week that a failure to send new funding would endanger U.S. national security, the NATO alliance, and the entire free world. In Washington, I'm Koslof, Spectrum News.